Thank you for joining. We are here, the Cryptocurrency Essentials Committee. I'm here with RJ, and he's going to take me through how to mint an NFT. So for me, this is a first time, so I'm going through it as a newbie, just like maybe some of you.
Okay, awesome.
So, thank you. I'm excited, RJ. Let's go.
Okay.
So RJ, maybe we could just start with maybe just a general overview of what an NFT is and why somebody want to mint it.
Yeah, so for NFTs, it's become increasingly popular like over the last couple of years, and it's where, you know, an artist could mint a collection of art, collectibles, maybe like think of it as like Pogs, maybe if you remember that back in the day. And
Pogs?
Yeah, Pogs. I think it was maybe that's like when I was a kid, but Pogs like yeah, like collectible stuff or like
yes, okay, yeah, I know.
Beanie Babies or something like that. Yeah.
Yep.
So as an artist, you might have like a unique art collection, and if you have like actual physical paintings, you might want to turn it to NFT and make it limited. So then you might have, you know, like 100 or 1,000 copies of it. And what's nice about NFTs is if it does get popular, or you're a popular artist selling a lot of these items, it can like automatically do like royalties and commissions. So for example, if you sell an art piece, there's 100 copies and maybe it's on something like OpenSea, and you can set the you know, how much commission it is. So for example, like say 10%. And whenever someone decides to buy it, okay, they buy your NFT initially, maybe you set it for $100. And then if that person who just bought your NFT, maybe there's like 10% royalties. So that person who just bought it, and then maybe later down the road, they sell it for a couple $1,000s, right? You, the original artist that created it, you would still be able to get some of that income.
That's great. And so OpenSea is like a marketplace where you can post online your artwork.
Yeah.
In the form of an NFT.
Yep. And awesome. On different chains, whether it's on Ethereum, Polygon, and whatnot. Rabi is, I think it's like an easier interface. It's like a fork of MetaMask. And if you use MetaMask, whenever you add a new chain, you have to, it's a little bit technical. You have to add an RPC server or, you know, the chain ID and whatnot. Rabi kind of automatically knows what chain you're on. So yeah, let's go ahead. So then go ahead and download and install it if you haven't already. Okay. And there's like a little bit of info.
Okay.
Hit next. Self-custody. So you have the private keys. Like it can't be frozen. It's, you know, you're holding your actual funds, right? And yeah, you have self-custody basically.
Yep. So this is a important thing to be aware of, and I'm assuming a couple important steps that are going to come up here.
Yep. And then this is where, like, if you had import address, if you have like another wallet, maybe you have a Ethereum wallet from a different application, like maybe Edge or, you know, Coinami or Exodus, you could import it, hardware wallets, other apps, even MetaMask. So in this case, we'll just create a new address.
Okay. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, you can connect really any type of wallet, including wallets from other platforms. Oh, that's great. Okay. Create new.
Okay. And then this one is going to be a local password. So meaning that if you install Rabi like on a different computer, it's not going to be the same password. It's you can see it right there at the end. It's encrypted local data. It only unlocks it for this device, right? So yeah,
local data. Yeah.
And since it's also local and it's encrypted, this is one of those cases where if you forget your password, you're going to be permanently locked out.
So meaning like I can't go and log into another laptop somewhere else with the same password.
Yeah, that's right. But then also for this same laptop, if you forget your password here, you're not going to be able to log in.
Now, is the recommendation here to use password managers, for example? So when you've got a lot of passwords,
recommend something like you know, like Bitwarden. You know, there's LastPass, but LastPass did have that little compromise in the past, right? But I would recommend a password manager. But since this is just a test, we can just use like, you know, a simple password just to showcase this demo.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay, and then you go ahead and next. And yeah, just typical warnings that you see in other non-custodial wallets.
Yep. So this sometimes is really, you know, and some people glaze over stuff like this, right? But I think one of the important things is that because it's non-custodial, it's if you lose your seed phrase, like in this particular case, you can't get back in. So this is why this step is extremely important.
Exactly.
So what would you say is the recommendation for saving a seed phrase? What's the industry standard recommendation for saving a seed phrase like this?
Yeah, so I would recommend like with like a password manager, but then also that I would prefer writing it down, because with what happened with LastPass, if it gets compromised, like what happened in the past, then you're giving access if they're able to break into your LastPass or your password manager. So
Yep.
yep. And then the thing also to be worried about also in terms of writing it down, maybe have an additional copy, because if you lose it, then you're kind of screwed. Or if your house burns down and it's in a safe and the safe isn't fireproof, then you're kind of out there too.
I've used, I don't know if I've got it with me, but I think they're called bifolds, and the steel.
Yeah.
Steel ones. My daughter actually was helping me. She was only doing a few of them, obviously, but she found that really fun to kind of, help me put all the seed phrase words in.
Okay.
All right, I'm set up.
All right. And then so go ahead and select receive right there. You see, I'm going to send you some funds on that wallet.
Excellent.
And then pick up Polygon. And we're doing Polygon because it's a lot cheaper in fees compared to Ethereum. It is a layer 2 on Ethereum, so still indirectly Ethereum.
Okay. So what I'm picking here is the network, blockchain network. So in this case, it's Polygon, which is important so that we know
exactly
the type that we're receiving. Okay.
Yep. And then I'm going to go ahead and send you some funds from Edge.
Okay. You're going to use the QR code?
Kind of like that, and see from the Edge wallet.
Okay.
Send that over. Okay. Sent. And then you should see funds arrive momentarily. So like if you go back, hit the top left, the back arrow in the corner.
That's good. And maybe we can just take a moment too. So this is obviously safe to share with people so that you can receive. It's similar to providing your bank account number. That doesn't give somebody access in, but it will give them the ability to send you funds, but they don't have access to your account. So, okay, no, that's good.
Okay, and you can see $5 is already on there. And if you wanted to see what chain, what is it on, right? If you hit token right underneath the $5,
okay,
you can see I sent you $5 of Matic. And what's nice about Rabby is, at least compared with MetaMask, when you have funds sent to you or received into different chains, like what are Binance Smart Chain, Ethereum, Arbitrum, ZK Sync, or other networks, like other EVM, or what I mean by EVM is other Ethereum clones, if you will. You'll still be able to see it. And then if I sent you, like USDC, I send you $2, you would automatically be able to see it without having to add the token, where it can be a little more technical on MetaMask for not so popular tokens. So that should be enough to cover like most of the fees and like actions, basically. So if you think about, you want to mint an NFT, or you want to perform an action to take out a loan, there's some transaction fees, for the network. And Matic has been really cheap. It's been typically like under a couple pennies per action. Yep. And if you can imagine Ethereum, if you have to do like 5 actions, it might be like a couple of bucks, or maybe even $5 during high traffic. And 5 actions, that could be like 5 times 5, $25 in fees. And that might be something like mint an NFT, take out a loan, or pay back a loan, right? And it's already $15 just for those 3 actions, while on Matic it would be like maybe 5 or 6 cents.
Okay, so do people use this typically now more than Ethereum because the fees are less?
It seems to be growing that way, but then there's also other competitors. So then you have Phantom, which is not a layer 2 like Polygon is, but it's its own chain, and it's like a clone of Ethereum. And you have other ones like Binance Smart Chain, right? Arbitrum and Optimism, which recently came out, and they're far cheaper than Ethereum. So those are also growing and taking some of that market from Ethereum.
Yep. And so Matic is similar to gas fees in Ethereum. Matic is what's used to pay those gas fees.
Correct.
Okay. Oh, that's good.
Yep. Okay. And then so we can go ahead and close it. So Rarible is a service where you can mint NFTs, like they're going to be like ERC 721s, and when you mint it, you'll have like whatever image that you saved onto the blockchain, but that'll appear on your address if you were to look it up on an Explorer. Like, do you actually have that token representing that photo, right? So once it's minted, you'll be able to see it on the Block Explorer, and we'll go through that like towards the end once it's minted.
Okay, that's good. And you said ERC, what's that?
Yeah, so I don't remember the terminology, but it's like standards with Ethereum. So there's like
Yeah, yeah, that makes
ERC20
sense.
is a standard for like tokens, you know, like USDC, DAI, MEI, and various other Tether. So ERC20 are for like token type transaction.
Yep,
ERC 721 are typically NFT type transactions.
yep, yep. Oh, that makes sense. Anybody in the technology industry will know both those standards, and that'll
Yeah.
relate. Okay, sounds good. All right,
Okay.
so what's my first step?
Yeah. So let's go ahead and hit connect wallet either in the center or in the top right.
Okay, I'm gonna go top right.
Okay. And then you want to pick Polygon on the far right, like which way you're going to connect that
Okay,
one.
and these are the blockchain networks, so Ethereum, which a lot of people know about,
Yeah.
maybe Solana, so
Tezos,
Solana.
Solana. Yeah.
Jesus, immutable. Okay, so
Let's pick one.
I've heard of Ethereum, obviously, and Polygon. I don't use these very often.
Yeah. And then let's hit MetaMask. I don't know why mine doesn't do it that way, but let's hit MetaMask. It shouldn't say install, but so let's go ahead and install MetaMask real quick.
These are actually super simple to add.
Yeah. For the
Yep,
extensions, it's a lot more
yep.
simple.
And for
Okay.
somebody that would, is just adding this extension, it's completely passive. It doesn't, in this particular case, obviously these are trusted, but it's not a huge software installation that you have to do. It's
Yeah.
fairly standard. Oh, I love this little head.
Okay.
That's
Let's just see
that's
if
the
on the
best.
top right, if you click on the hammer, does MetaMask already appear on there on the hammer icon?
Yep, right there. I'm going to
Okay.
pin it.
Okay. Let's pin it. And
Okay.
then let's go ahead and go back to Rarible. Let's just see if we can bypass and then it'll connect to Rabby. So then
Oh,
if
for
you
sure.
go Rarible again, let's pick Polygon, and it's good it doesn't say install. Hit MetaMask,
Okay.
and then it should try to connect with Rabby.
You've done tech support before, haven't you?
Yeah.
You can tell. You're very good. Very good at the directions.
Yeah, let's see. If we click on the top right again, why is Rabby like that? Okay, can you bring up Rabby again where it has like its whole interface, the dashboard? Yeah, there we go. Okay, and then settings. Use flip MetaMask is used and oh, okay, we gotta flip it.
What does that mean?
Because when you have both Chrome extensions installed, there's a conflict, and we want
Yeah.
to make MetaMask the main one. So then we're gonna hit flip,
Okay.
and then flip to use Rabby, confirm.
And so this just does it because they're conflicting with each other?
Yeah, because they're both
Okay.
web extension wallets.
Okay.
Okay. And then now that should do the trick. So we see how MetaMask is grayed out and Rabby's turned on. So
I do.
if we head back to Rarible,
Great, no problem. Sorry, I just have to wait for the screen to go up.
yeah,
There we go. And then do another refresh.
yeah, doing a refresh, and I hope it does the trick.
Drum roll.
Yeah, and then Polygon, MetaMask.
Do you want to do it with a MetaMask wallet?
Yeah, yeah, because it's still gonna connect to Rabby. So go ahead and click that.
Okay.
Yeah. And then there you go. So now you see on the top right, there's like a little one up there. So go ahead and click that. It means you have to do an action. You have to basically sign.
Okay. So I got it. I don't know if the box is showing, but a box came up and said website wants to connect.
Yeah, so that's where you have to sign. And typically, yeah, if you could show that in the screen, that's where you want to be careful, right? Like you're on the correct website. And then also, even if you're on the correct website, you want to, just briefly read like that. It doesn't look anything fishy, or that it's trying to access funds and whatnot. But if it looks good, it's basically asking permission to connect to Rarible. So then you would just sign that.
Now it did ask me, it's probably not showing, but it's asked me what chain. So I've just selected the Polygon.
Correct. Sounds
Okay,
good.
perfect. Okay, and then I'm going to hit connect. So what this is doing, it's interacting then with the wallet, the extension wallet I've just installed.
Yep.
The Rabby.
And you should be able to connect. There you go.
Okay. Awesome. So then I've got a sign in text.
Accept durable terms, PDF, and yeah, so that's something that you can sign. And then there's security checks that you can click. Yep, if you want, you can click that, but it should be good.
Okay.
And then go ahead and sign.
And is that a good step then? Is that validating the website that you're connecting to?
It's a good step to check. Yep.
Okay.
Okay. And this one, it could be usually I just did a throwaway email, like I put Satoshi and then like a throwaway email. So you can use a real one if you want to. It's totally up to you.
Okay. So this is talking about, I guess in this particular case, what I'm going to be posting to this marketplace.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. And
So
in this
why
case,
would somebody choose single? Wouldn't you always want to choose multiple?
sometimes like if you want to make a like an art piece or whatnot, that's like one of a kind, then you could pick single, right? Or you
Oh,
maybe,
oh,
and then
you're
you have
right. I see.
multiple. Yeah. So like in this case, I just pick single because we're just
Okay.
gonna, it's like one copy. Okay. And then
Yeah.
that's your wallet address. And then if you, we don't have to put it in the marketplace. So then I would like, you see that put on marketplace, we can turn that off, toggle it to the
Okay.
left. And then let's see. And then I think maybe if we hit scroll down a little bit, just I just want to
Hmm.
check something. Okay. You want to create ERC 721 on the left side. So then let's click on the left plus sign.
Okay. What's the difference between these?
Yeah, I'm
Why
actually
would
not
I?
under rarable singles, but then I went with the ERC 721. That's kind of like the standard.
That's the
Um,
standard. So it's more likely that when you create this, it'll be compatible for others.
right. I'd have to
Okay.
look into the rarable singles. Um, if you go ahead and
I
click
want to see
the
what it shows.
ERC 721,
Okay. No problem.
okay, and then you want to give it like maybe like a name. It could be, you know, I just when I play around, I just like name it Satoshi.
Okay.
Yeah, and then a symbol for there's gonna be a pre-generated
Do
one.
my
So
sons.
okay.
Oh, look at the
So,
symbol.
yeah,
When I do, I'm gonna leave it. I feel okay with that. That's
okay.
what I want to try to do. I might just take a picture of my sons because you've got me all inspired. I'm gonna take a picture of
Yeah,
that and then
that would be a good one. Yeah,
okay.
and then the short URL, maybe you want to make it like, I don't know, /BS also, or Bitcoin underscore snow. That's like the
Okay.
public URL for it.
Yeah, let's do that. BS sounds like nobody will want to look at it. Okay.
Okay, and then from there, if you hit choose file,
Okay.
and
Now,
that's
is
where
this where I should have my, now, can I just do it as a picture? Does it need to be a particular, like it looks like, yeah, like just a JPEG or PNG file?
yeah, at least
Okay.
300 by 300 size.
Okay. I'm going to choose file. I didn't
Okay,
check the size of it, so we'll do this one.
we'll give it a try. Okay, it looks like it accepted it. Okay,
Yeah. Yeah.
and then let's
So,
try.
so the quick story behind it. So
Yeah, let's.
yeah, so it's hard to see, but this is that string artwork, you know,
Yeah,
back in when you're in public school and you put little nails and you create your design and then you use all this yarn or string and
yeah,
you piece it together. It's just on a piece of wood. So my son did this last year. Actually, it might have been earlier this year for me in school. And I thought
yeah.
it was the coolest thing. I had no idea he was doing it. It was a complete surprise. So I thought it was just so cute.
Crypto
Okay, so
service, that's Bitcoin.
yeah,
What a future.
start him young. Oh, 100% he is. Yep.
And then for this one, you'll probably see like another prompt to sign a transaction.
I did. You know what? I'll share that out. So it's gas fees as well, I guess, because it's
Yeah, in
another
general.
blockchain.
Yeah, well, yep, we
Yep.
gas. And it uses Matic,
Awesome.
and you can see it's going to create a token. And it's about 12 cents to process this one. And again, it can vary. I mean, like
Oh,
I
you're
think
right.
it goes like a couple pennies. So it just depends on the network.
Okay. And the more you pay, the
The
faster
faster
it'll
the
go.
yep.
That's awesome.
We
Yeah.
can go ahead and pick faster would be good enough. And then we can go
Okay.
ahead and hit sign.
Okay. I'm excited. Let's go.
Okay,
Okay.
close and continue, and then I think we still have to mint it. So then, yep, we can close and continue. And then
Okay.
if we scroll to the bottom, I think like maybe from choose from collection, bits. Yeah, if we want to click on that one.
Okay.
Okay, so it's the collection, and then we want to name it, description, and then that's where you can put like, like the stats, like the royalties, like how much it'll collect if you ever sell it, and then people sell it down the line, that each time it does a sale, you're still getting some of that royalties. Sounds good.
Okay.
And then if you scroll down, and then if you want to change that like to like, I don't know, 20, 30, so totally up to you.
Ooh.
The default is 10%.
I'm not going to be greedy. We'll go 20. I'm just kidding. I'll leave it at 10.
Okay, and let's just see the advanced settings. It's just kind of, I just want to see what's in the advanced settings. But
And so are the royalties, if somebody was to purchase this, I would get 10% of that purchase price?
yeah, in the future. So like say right now we're not listing it for sale, right? But let's say you list it for sale $100, and then later on someone buys it off you for $100, right? And then now it's a different owner of that NFT now. But then let's say that new owner decides to sell it down the line to another person. well, the owner gets, you, the original creator, that is, gets those royalties, and then down the line, maybe there's a second buyer, third buyer, fourth buyer, right? It still goes to the original artist.
Yeah, which is the royalty part of it. Oh, that's awesome. That's
Yeah.
great.
Yep. And yeah, we could see what the advanced settings are if we click that. So properties. So I know there's like stuff where you can put stats on it, like other NFTs. You can put like you can mess around with the stats, like you can modify. There's only like, you know, say it's like the one where not just one, but there's like 1,000 collection. You might have 1,000 variations of a particular artwork, and then maybe 3 of them are like gold colored or whatnot. So then it's like super rare or legendary. It sometimes has those kind of settings. But in this case, yeah, we can go ahead and hit create item. You'll sign another transaction.
Okay.
It's above. I guess we'll scroll up. Let's see if we're missing anything.
No problem. Listing. Oh, price.
Oh,
I didn't even see
oh,
that.
really?
Okay.
Oh, that's like, yeah. So if we don't want to, we wouldn't have to put it in the marketplace, but you can turn it off, or you can put it on the marketplace if you want to. So
Let's
then,
do it.
yeah, let's see what happens.
We'll do $5.
Okay. Oh, it's in Ethereum, so that's like 5 times.
Oh gosh,
1900.
yeah, that's such a good. That's funny. That because that's what I'm used to right now. But
Yeah.
that's for now. Soon
Yeah.
to
So
change.
then,
Okay, so I would have to do what would be.
you can still pick to receive Ethereum as a payment or Matic. Maybe we can
Okay.
just Matic because we're in Matic, and then
Yep.
5 Matic would be like roughly $5-6 because it's
Okay.
about like $1 a coin.
Let's
So
do that.
it's a good test.
Yeah.
And then you can go ahead and you'll receive 4.9 from Matic. Okay, and then let's go ahead.
Let's try it again. Oh. I still have some errors. I'm just going to scroll up. Oh, file.
Oh, okay. So we're going to start to pick it again. Okay.
Okay, that's all right. I'll do it again.
Okay.
Yeah, I see it. Fixed price. Okay. I chose the collection I've made because that's the collection I was making. Okay.
Yeah, we wanted to create the collection.
Makes sense.
Now we can do create item.
Now I can. I don't, can you see the other screen that's coming up that says upload?
Yeah.
Mint?
Yeah, so it's like uploading the image, it's minting it, and then you'll have to approve it. And then I guess you have to, because we're putting on sale, sign a message to set the price.
Okay. So I have to do about 5 cents manicured for that because that's a transaction that's happening on the network, on the blockchain.
Yep.
And so minting is creating it. Okay.
Like, yeah. I think minting is like, you know, like printing it or creating it. Yep.
Yep.
That'll be interesting. Maybe like if someone's watching this in the future, that they might bid or buy it.
You never know. You never know. My son could be famous. Bitcoin in the snow could be world renowned.
Yeah.
I'm good.
And when that person, maybe because it's $5, maybe the person buys it and they resell it for $1,000, and then you get that 10%.
This is awesome. This is why people do this, right? Yeah. So, okay. So I'm showing the other little screen here. So this is kind of just, you know, and it's the contract because that's on I guess that's from a terminology perspective. Mm-hmm. The contract is the agreement of minting the NFT on the network.
Yep. And then
with the purchase price and all those
tied to that. Yeah.
And everything that's associated to that. So that's how when somebody sells it and sells it again and sells it again, this contract and all the details, because it's saved on the blockchain, is how it's automatically then passed back through to the originating creator.
Correct.
That's pretty cool. I like it. Okay. I will accept that contract.
Okay.
Look at that. I love that.
Now we have, so you officially minted your NFT and you're like ahead of like 90% of the population that,
yay,
that haven't even touched crypto or jumped into Bitcoin. You're far ahead. You're into Bitcoin and you've done NFTs.
And I'm minting NFTs now.
Yeah,
I mean, all kinds of crazy.
Explore, so like if you view the NFT, like that's the listing on sale.
Yep.
And then also, you might want to do so if you click Rabby on the top right, where you can view your address, top right Rabby icon.
Do you know what though? Just one thing I just want to mention. So I don't know why, but I always thought that an NFT was like an electronically generated artwork. Like it was like not a picture. Do you know what I mean? I'm trying to think
Yeah.
of what I'm trying to explain, but I always thought it was something that was,
It could
you
be
know,
anything.
yeah, I guess I never really thought about that.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool.
People do is like variations. So they have like, like image, like Chat GPT, but then like with AI where they generate images. So then I can, maybe like I'll craft up like something, like AI generated. So it's not like copyright or whatnot. And then I'll do like, let's do like 1,000, like snails or something, right? So then I'll have a snail that's created through AI, and then I'll, like another one is like where you ask it maybe create 1,000 different variations of the snail, and then I have a
Yeah.
1,000 images of a snail. It looks like a card, like a baseball card, like they're all 99% the same, but then like maybe a different shell color. And then
Okay.
now someone might market that NFT, just like the rocks. Remember, like there was a rock that sold for like millions of dollars, and there's like different colors of rocks, but it's basically the same rock.
It's brilliant. It's so
Yeah.
simple. It's brilliant.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fun. Yeah, I've seen, actually I was just playing around on it before we had this I had this live stream or this video. So I was trying to see what else I could kind of just generate and be able to use. But yeah, that's pretty cool. I'll have to see if I can maybe take this image, go to the AI generator and see what I can do to,
Yeah. And it'll automatically create like maybe it's going to be like a red background and the bees blue, like different variations of it.
Okay, cool. I'm going to do that. Awesome.
Yeah.
All
Okay.
right. So you were mentioning for me to go up here?
Yep. Click on that. And
Okay.
then you want to click, let's just see, click on transactions just so we can show, like for someone technical, they want to see like it's on the blockchain, right? So then
Okay.
let's go ahead and click the top right of that card where it says like Polygon 0x. So
Mhm.
that.
Is that like a transaction ID?
Yeah. So then you can see it on the block
The hash?
explorer
Yep.
that you actually minted it. And then if you click from right there in the middle, from underneath the banner.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yep, down here. Okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
I have this
The from right there,
website.
0x01. That one.
Yep.
That should be your address, I believe, because that's where you minted it. So if you go ahead and click that,
Okay.
okay, you can see that's the balance you have left over. Remember, I sent you $5 of Matic. Now you have $4.84. Those are the transactions. So 29 minutes ago, that's when I sent you that initial 4.55 Matic, right?
Yep.
And then 9 minutes ago, you created that like that NFT collection, right?
Yep.
And then you minted the actual art and then you transferred it to yourself, right? So then now if you go to ERC 721 token transactions,
Okay.
you can see that, yeah, you have the Bitcoin Snow. And then another way to check your balance,
Oh,
do you
there
see
it
where it
is.
says token right above the banner?
Let me just scroll up.
Yep, right underneath the Matic value, but above the banner.
Yep, right here.
Yep, and if you click that drop down,
Okay.
yeah, you own that one Bitcoin Snow. And if you wanted to click on it to see like the stats on it, go ahead and click on it.
Okay. So this is
And then,
showing, this is like a blockchain explorer.
yeah,
And it can dig in and show the contents of, in this particular case, of that token.
Yep, and then so there's only one holder of that address. The total supply, there's only, it looks like well, 0, right? But then technically just one person has it, right? But let's
Yep.
just pretend if you minted 1,000, then we're looking at the whole collection, right? That there's 1,000 types of these NFT collections, and maybe there's 85 people that hold it. So this is where we're now looking into the NFT. And then previously we're
Okay.
filter by token holder, then that's the person that currently has it, and they have a balance of 1.
Okay. So so what I'm looking at here then, if I was to just interpret that back. So this is the token.
That's your address, and that's the
That's
holder. Yeah.
That's my address, and it holds.
Yeah, that one Bitcoin Snow.
Okay.
That we gave it that name. Correct.
That's right. Yep. Yep. Okay.
Yeah.
And then in here shows the actual transaction and the token ID. Is this token ID my NFT
It's like an identifier.
identifier?
Yes.
Awesome. Well, that's great. And then what is inventory? Is that just showing
Yeah, the
one token in inventory? Okay.
Yep. And then so I know like in these explorers, it doesn't show the image, But that's
There's my
where if you go to like OpenSea or Rarible, or maybe you have a wallet that supports NFTs, if you were to import that private seed. So remember how on Rabby you had like those 12 words that you had to write down the seed.
Yep.
So for example, I can't think of one right now, but if there's like a wallet out there and you imported that private seed into this new wallet, whether it's on desktop or on your phone, and that wallet supports NFTs, hypothetically, you would be able to see your balance and probably see the image of your NFT collection.
Oh, that's cool. The image would be fun.
Yeah, you'll be able to see it. But otherwise, to see it, if you go to Rarible, whenever you're connected, let's say you have your Rabby wallet, you're connecting to Rarible, Rarible can see your balance, Rarible will see, you'll be able to see your NFT collection or the image of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
The other thing that so you can actually see the contract, which was that royalty contract, right?
Yeah,
That was created for the NFT.
Right. Yeah, I don't know if that's the exact one, but yes, you have the right idea. The contract somewhere is in there, correct?
Okay. If you're a contract owner, verify. Okay. But this is kind of neat.
Yeah. So
Okay.
yeah, if you minted your first NFT, there you go.
Awesome.
From there, you could send it somewhere. Right now, it's like kind of like in limbo because it's in a state where it's on the Rarible marketplace. And then remember, if someone like bids or buys it out, I forget if it's like bid or if someone just outright buys it, then it'll automatically transfer off your hands to the buyer. So it's like it's in that state.
Yep. But I could follow it in this Explorer, right?
Correct.
I could actually see where it's gone. That's pretty cool. I love that.
So if we click like back to your address, filter by token holder, that's your address is 0x01. So if we click on that, think of that's like your dashboard. Like if you're using an Explorer, right? That's your entire transaction history, your balance, any tokens that you have. And if you click again, the ERC721 token transactions, if it had sold or transferred hands, you'll see another transaction, like say like 1 minute ago sold, and maybe it doesn't say sell, but you would see a transaction where this went out to someone else.
Yep. That's neat. Or I could like actually take a look here at the token, and would it be able to tell me transfers where it went?
Yep.
Awesome. That's pretty cool. That's surprisingly easy.